Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Sun D1 and today I want to talk about something that has been everywhere recently. And yes, we are talking about AI images. Now, if you have been on social media for even a few minutes, you already know what I'm talking about. There is a lot of outrage, a lot of panic, a lot of arguments regarding AI images. Artists are getting angry, creators are confused, and people are just fighting everywhere. So yeah, one thing I want to say very clearly at the very beginning, it is concerning, I'm not denying that. But at the same time, I strongly feel that we are over-concerned. And over-concern is never good, that's the main issue here. Now let's compare this with something else for a moment. If we talk about writing, almost everyone today uses AI assistants. Let's be honest, even if people don't say it openly, they do. They use it for grammar, they use it for rewriting, they use it for structuring ideas. And that doesn't really feel that risky, right? Why? Because the imagination still comes from you, the idea still comes from you. And AI is just assisting. But images feel different though. And I actually understand why. The main issue is with AI images is that many models are trained on copyrighted artworks, sometimes without consent. And yes, this is where artists feel harm, and this part also very clearly this concern is valid. If your artwork is used without permission, obviously that feels wrong. No argument here. But here is what people start misunderstanding. AI doesn't usually store images like a folder and then copy paste them. What it does is learn patterns. If you know about machine learning, you must have known. It tries learning, and just like us, we try to copy styles and combine different styles together to create for writing purposes. So it also does exactly the same thing. It learns shapes, lighting, colors, composition, and it combines those traits from many images. So does it learn from existing art? Yes. And definitely we also do. And so for that reason, if you think it usually recreates the exact same image, it's usually almost negligible chance that it does. And this is important. Artificial intelligence means it's copying our ways to reduce and optimize time. And that's what artificial intelligence is for. It's not like it's copying everything. Then it's not artificial intelligence, first of all. Okay, so let me give a personal example. I once tried generating Sasuke using deep AI. And let me tell you, it did not give me Sasuke. So you wanna see what it gave me? Alright, here it is. Yes, as you can see, it gave me this Sasuke, and it's not even Sasuke by the way. So let me just tell you, what it did was it tried to copy Sasuke's traits, except the fact that it didn't make a perfect Sasuke copy. It's kind of like this, like you were trying to draw Sasuke and you were just not doing it perfectly, because it happens to us too. Like we try to do it and we just can't make the exact thing. So it's exactly how learning works for AI. And for that reason, it's definitely not able to create the exact image no matter how much it tries. Unless, yes, previously it did used to generate, but right now it uses the combination of traits. For that reason, you are not gonna get the exact image. There is a pretty least likely chance of it to get the exact image. So anyways, you can already see, you can also try it yourself and you will definitely see that how it performs for you. If it does, then definitely be sure to put your opinions in the comments. Another thing people forget is prompting. If your prompt is lazy, generic and short, your round will also be generic. And yes, that increases resemblance risk. But if your prompt is detailed, specific and unique, the output becomes unique too. So copyright risk is not automatic, it depends heavily on how you use the tool. So what I mean by that is, for example, if you're prompting something like a child with black hair and black eyes with a black shirt and black pants, whatever, you're saying something like this. So what it's gonna generate is gonna generate a normal looking image which can resemble any copyrighted figures pretty easily. Because what? Because it's a pretty common thing. I mean, almost anyone can do the exact same thing, and there is a higher chance of resemblance with any other AI generated images. But if your prompt is something unique, I mean, if you just want someone who looks exactly how you prefer, like blue eyes, will have curly hair, will have blonde, curly blonde, and the nose will be slightly edgy, and then the shirt will be having stylish sparks and stars written on it with red streaks, etc. If you use a detailed prompt like that, then the image will look more how you want it to be, rather than generic. And there would be lesser chance that your image is gonna face a copyright strike. Less likely, but yeah, there is still a little chance, but it's not negligible. So yes, for that reason I feel heavy prompting is also what decides ownership. Though yeah, for ownership it's generally said that if you edit it yourself, then you are automatically getting the ownership. But generally speaking, yes, your AI generated images is exactly what most of us uses, and it's not really wrong to use it. It's just that we need to make sure that it's something that actually has the output of us. I mean, has our unique outputs. That's all. Now let's talk about the famous argument: support the artist, support human artists, whatever. Sounds good, sounds moral, but it also is incomplete. Because let's be realistic, if you are an indie writer or a small creator or someone just starting out, resources matter, money matters, time matters, hiring an artist is expensive, and even after paying, there is no guarantee that the result will match your vision. Artists have their own styles, and finding compatibility itself is hard. Now compare that with AI. With AI you can iterate again and again. You tweak prompts, you regenerate, you refine. With human artists, iteration takes time, days, weeks, sometimes months. And after all that, many people will still compromise. This is not because artists are bad, it's just reality. Okay, reality, whatever. Now, people say AI is taking artists' jobs. And yes, partly it is. But blaming indie creators for that is unfair. Most people shouting support artists, support artists, support artists are already financially stable. They're not choosing between rent and cover art. If AI didn't exist, many creators wouldn't hire artists anyway. They would use stock images, or no cover at all, or platforms that don't require covers. I mean, there are plenty of platforms like Wattpad, Railroad, and Web Novel. Many platforms are there for that. And so those jobs weren't even guaranteed to begin with. Because yeah, why would anyone hire an artist if you are not having the budget to do so? If you are at least having some money to invest, or if you just want to invest, not everyone is willing to invest nowadays. So yes, writers barely get sales nowadays. So yeah, it's also pretty unaffordable to hire artists for most of us. For famous or bestseller creators, it's far easier to hire an artist due to them already having an active income source. But for many of us, we don't. Now let's talk about copyright and similarity, because this is another misunderstood thing. Okay, so for example, let's say two characters can look similar, and that alone does not make it copyright infringement. Copyright protects specific expression, not general ideas. Even in anime, you will find characters from different shows that look almost identical. That doesn't automatically make it illegal. Problems happen when you copy exact poses, exact expressions, exact stylistic combinations. Not just because hair color or eye shape is similar. Now, if you're worried, there is a very simple solution. Well, reverse image search. This shows close matches. If something is too close, don't use it. That single step can reduce risk massively. Now, yeah, for that reason I would say that just because two images look similar doesn't mean it's copyrighted. It's just that if you are exactly copying the expression or the trademark names, etc., then that can be considered copyright. So yeah, because you see, two artists may draw the same thing. So is it copyright? So it's exactly the same case for AI. AI is not to be blamed about that. The main blame is that how we are using it. The way we use it is the main factor actually. AI itself is not really the factor. Yeah. Now, here is my personal stance. If AI art is your primary product, like selling the art itself, then that's risky. And not only risky, it shouldn't be done. But if it's secondary, like book covers, character illustrations, YouTube visuals, then you are selling your content or selling the story, not the image. I mean, it's similar to embedding YouTube videos in Medium articles. Or those videos are copyrighted, but they're not the main product. For example, in Wattpad, I've often seen that people just place the Taylor Swift albums or mood. So it's not even considered copyright because even though it's a copyrighted song, because it's background. And for that reason, I feel AI generated images are very good for representation. The same logic also applies here, and this is the exact stance I'm supporting. Use it for secondary products or use it as surroundings, something secondary, not as something that you should compete with artists with. Use it for amplifying your product, that's it. So no, AI is not perfect. Yes, artists deserve respect, but panic-driven outrage doesn't solve anything. AI is a tool. How responsibly you use it, that's what matters. And yeah, that's my take. I feel I have nothing to say right now. So well, it's a pretty awkward place to end it, I guess. But anyways, final lesson. If you need to use AI to generate image, is obviously good. If you're doing it for personal purposes, feel free to generate as many images as you like. You are already having the ability to do. So why not use it? Utilize it. Create as many images as you use, as long as you don't sell it as your own. As long as you don't use it commercially. And just use it for background, book covers, etc. Other than that, I just don't feel AI generated images are that big of a concern. Because even if there is some concerns regarding copyright, you can always remove the image, given that it is not a primary product. And the actual product is something like your story or your content, your article, your YouTube video. For example, the images I'm using, if I actually face copyright strike, I don't think my voice would be removed because it's transformative commentary. But rather the images can be removed and I can just replace it with just my single avatar image. I can actually do that. For that reason, I feel yeah, if you are already having a different content primarily, then it should be allowed rather. So yeah, thank you for watching and wish to see you all in the next video. And definitely be sure to comment about your opinions regarding this, even if you are agreeing or disagreeing with it. And I would like responsible arguments rather than hostile ones, because yeah, hostile just doesn't make it seem like arguments, and I had a lot of them in other platforms. Anyways, thank you.